Hey y'all, I'm symptomistic like optimistic, but make it Sims, and I am mad hyped to be here with another video. This is the first episode of Rags to Riches. Not only is this the first episode of Rags to Riches, but this is the first episode with my new mic that my fiance got me for Christmas. So thank you very much, fiance. Hopefully this video is coming in loud and clear. And guys, if you haven't seen the cast video I created for this Rags to Riches, please click the link in the top right hand corner and you will get the backstory on Rich and Alicia, who are two little lovebirds that have run away from home to be together. They got married at 18 and they have run off to be together, which means they have no money. As you can see, I zeroed out their simoleons. They have no money and they are on their own trying to figure things out. So let's check out what they're doing. I am over here scrolling and scrolling because I'm trying to find diggables, something they can make money from. So something to dig out of the ground or a fishing spot. And I'm just having so much trouble finding it. To make this more complicated, I haven't really played, and I think Brindleton Bay, that's what it's called. It came with cats and dogs. And so I am scrolling, trying to find something for them to make money from. And if you guys didn't see the backstory, I will give a little snippet of what the Rags to Riches challenge is. It is when the Sims essentially start out with $0 and they have to work their way up to riches. There are more rules, but I'm following whichever ones I want to, essentially. The main point is that they're starting off with $0 and they don't have any place to live. Like, so they just have a lot. They don't have a bed, a house, or any of that. Like, so I'm trying to, here is the fishing spot. So finally they can go fishing. So my main focus right now is having them go fishing so they can get some money to go eat, to get some food somehow, somewhere. And I know I made this more complicated for myself by playing in Brindleton Bay, because even though I've had cats and dogs for a while now, I haven't played in it. And it looks like, is it raining or is that just fog from, I think that's just fog or something from the water, like the fish jumping out the water. And here they are. Yeah, so I haven't played in this world very much. So I also don't really know where to go to look for things. I don't know what is really in this world. So we're just going to figure it out. Also, it's kind of annoying me that Alicia's hair keeps looking like she doesn't have any hair, but I guess, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I should just change her hairstyle or leave it as such. Like, I think it's so cute. If you've watched my cast video, you know a lot of thought went into the hairstyle, and for it to like be glitching is annoying, but that's what happens when you use CC, so we'll see. So I have them both over here fishing because I could not find any diggables. My game plan, I think initially, was to have to have Rich go in one direction and Alicia go in another direction so that they can like both come back with money, but I could not find any diggables. Oh, some new person, maybe they'll make friends with that person. And yes, I couldn't find any diggables, so I have both of them going fishing right now. I really hope they can find something because they need to eat. I guess maybe I'm thinking about what I would be thinking about if I didn't have any place to stay. Like, I think my first concern would be like, okay, when I need to eat, I need some money to do that. So that's why I gave them these priorities. Hopefully they could at least get a couple of dollars to eat, simoleons to eat. And once they get their food, then I'll start worrying about their bed and like a roof over their head and all of that stuff. So it looks like Rich just caught something. So we will see how much they can catch while they're out here. And hopefully it'll be enough for them to eat. I want to introduce them to these people, but then they have to stop fishing, which is annoying. Like, they're standing really close together. They could talk to each other. And it really sucks that it is raining. Like, because I know any minute they're going to be like, oh, I'm uncomfortably wet. So whatever. I'll just have them keep fishing for now. And it looks like Alicia also caught a fish. So we're making some progress. We can sell these fish and we can get us some food. And it looks like the welcome wagon started, so I need to figure out how to get them back to their little plot of land. I completely forgot about the freaking welcome wagon, mainly because they don't have a house. So I didn't think that like the welcome wagon would just come to their plot of land. So I had to figure out really quickly how to get them back over there to greet their neighbors because they still need to make friends, and there's free fruitcake. I know some of the Sims don't like fruitcake. I'm just hoping by chance that both of them like fruitcake. Not likely, but at least they'll have some food that is like not expirable. And I see the people over here on the plot. I see the fruitcake, so that is good. So hopefully I can get them to come over here and invite. Why does it say invite neighbors and there's no place for them to go in? Okay, but I will click that maybe, or just yeah, just greet each other, and we'll see how they can meet their neighbors. And it looks like since I didn't invite them in, they're actually going to walk over to them. I guess the Sims magically know where the other Sims are. Oh, this is a cute little bridge. I think for a second I thought I was controlling the Sims and I can go under the bridge, but I can't. So I guess Alicia and Rich, their last name is Lawrence, by the way, if you still have not watched the Create a Sim video. Alicia and Rich are just hanging out waiting for these people to come over, and I guess they'll talk to each other in the meantime. I thought that was a diggable, but that's just something on the ground. And yeah, of course, they're uncomfortably wet, but you guys are going to have to be uncomfortably wet for a little bit. Like, honestly, that's the least of your problems right now. I know you guys are like spoiled, but trust me, you got bigger problems probably to deal with than like it's raining and cold outside. Now I'm over here trying to find these neighbors. Is that them? No, that's the chick from Sulani. I guess they'll meet her at a later time. I don't know what she's doing in Brindleton Bay, but whatever, we'll figure that out later. And I feel like the neighbors walked through this bridge or this underpass, and now I don't know where they are. So that sucks. It does not look like we will get our free food. So yeah, I guess we will just talk to this dude over here for a little bit because we clearly are not going to make any friends because maybe this is what happens when you don't have a house. They don't know where to find you and you are asked out when it comes to the welcome wagon. I don't know. Anyway, while they talk to this guy, how was everyone's Christmas if you celebrate and like your other holidays? How has your December been? Please leave in the comments and let me know. I know these times are like really difficult for people. So I just hope people were like healthy and just had some sort of peace and they did not get to meet the neighbors as I thought. They said maybe next time. So that sucks a lot. And that's that face he's making, that's how I feel. Um okay, talking to that guy was not that interesting. So we moved on to go to this lounge. I forgot what the lounge is called, like some cat lounge in Brindleton Bay. Or maybe it's a bar. It's a bar that is like there I guess there'll be a lot of cats around. And maybe they can get some food at this bar because I wanted them to stay in Brindleton Bay. Brindleton Bay. I'm about to call it BB because I'm so tired of saying that already. I also wanted them to get out of the rain for a little bit so they can kind of sit here and chill. And when they get hungry, they can grab something to eat at the bar. And but while they dry off, Rich is going to talk to Alicia a little bit about being brave and like the importance of just sticking together and that they're going to be okay. Like, I know it's difficult being here on our own without our parents, but we are going to be okay and we're going to make a life for ourselves, and our parents and our family are like going to regret turning their back on us and not supporting our marriage, and we will figure it out. So Rich is just encouraging Alicia a little bit, and then they're making friends with this woman because they need to make some friends. Like, it's hard enough being out here, and maybe if they make a friend, they can go spend the night at the friend's house. I don't know, but they need to make a friend. And I'm also selling off their fish so that some when they start getting hungry, they can buy some food. So now they have 13 simoleons. And it looks like Alicia has to go to the restroom. So let me just look around. Again, I haven't played in this world at all. So I don't even know where the restroom is. That's not the restroom. But maybe Alicia, no. I was going to see if they could like rummage for trash. But I guess I think you have to be a glutton or something to do that, or it has to be a dumpster. I don't know. But there is a fridge in this restaurant or this bar. I don't know why there is a fridge in this bar. Now, I know in real bars there are like refrigerators, but normally they aren't refrigerators and stoves in the bar. But hey, jackpot. And look, guys, do not tell me about those stupid rules because I'm not following them. So if they stumble upon a fridge, which is realistic, like if you did not have a place to live and you came across a fridge that you had access to, you would get food. So they have stumbled upon a fridge, and so when they are hungry, maybe they'll make something to eat instead of just ordering something that's like not sustainable food at the bar. And so Alicia's gonna go to the restroom. Rich is going to talk to Lae. I think that's how you say her name. Lae about her career because he knows he needs to get a job soon, and it looks like she is a bar regular. Maybe she's like she is a bartender. I don't know. But Rich knows he needs to get a job soon. So does Alicia because this fishing situation, that's not going to work. They need to make more money relatively quickly because they need to put a roof over their heads. So Rich is just going to socialize a little and get to know some of these people. And looks like Nancy Landgrab and I think that's Lily Fang are here. So I think these are both wealthy women. Maybe they can tell Rich something, give him some kind of advice. And here he is soaking wet, literally water dripping off his elbows. And I'm sure the people are like, why don't you have an umbrella? It looks like Lily Fang is angry. I don't know. Well, she walked in angry. I don't know if you guys remember, but I saw her stomping in. I just wasn't fully paying attention to her. But now I'm realizing that she was angry from the jump when she got here. I don't know what happened. Maybe this is not the best time for Rich to get to know her. Maybe he can focus on Nancy, and I don't know who this other guy is. And here's Alicia coming in, still looking like she got a short haircut, but it's fine. We'll just keep going like this. And she's still uncomfortable. They're still soaked, but maybe they all can make some friends. It looks like everyone is getting along and getting to know each other. And Alicia's going to be flattering to Nancy Landgrab because, hey, maybe she can, get a job or something. And she's going to ask about her career. And it looks like Alicia has the lover personality. Wait, it looks like Alicia has a bad sentiment with Lily Landgrab, so I don't know what that's about. Festering grudge. You guys just met. What is the problem? Bitter sentiment. So, okay, something was said here that I don't really know what was said, but clearly we are starting off on the wrong step. Rich is completely oblivious to whatever situation happened. He is just continuing on, making friends. He's gonna make some jokes and like keep things very light. Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm wet because I just peed myself, and everybody's like, ha ha ha. We know you're not wet because of that. And I'm just looking through Rich's Simology and profile just to see a little. It's hard to remember the traits of the Sims like when you first make them. Like when I feel like, let me know in the comments if you have the same issue, but I feel like when they're starting new and you're just playing with them, you don't know them well. And looks like Nancy and Lily have beef too. Why does everybody have beef? And we are just meeting. It looks like fashion scorn from being. Wow. So they basically played Alicia's outfit for no reason. Alicia's such a nice girl. And okay, Alicia's gonna remember this. We're not even gonna address it because Alicia's very sweet, but she's gonna remember that when she was down and out, that they made fun of her clothing. Rich, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have a care in the world. He's networking, he wants to dance and party and get to know some people because he's not worried. He knows they will figure it out. So he's just continuing on with the conversation. He kind of thinks Alicia should just laugh it off, take it as a joke. It's not that serious. He learns that Nancy Landgrab is a minor. So we know Nancy Landgrab does not need any money because that whole Landgrab family is very rich and they don't need money. But he learned that she has a job, while Alicia gained the persuasion skill. This shows that Alicia is just as charming, if not more so, than Rich, that she knows how to talk to people, even though Nancy and Lily Flang kind of did the mean girl thing to her. She can handle these things, and she knows how to have a conversation with people. So I'm going to get them to go over here and sit together because I think it's time for them to get a little more serious about figuring out what's next. And Alicia's tired of being embarrassed. So while Alicia is getting ready to sit down, Rich just bought a drink, which I'm pausing the game because I can't believe he did this. Like, we don't have any money and he's buying drinks. This might be my fault because I should have not let them go into a bar, or I should have not traded the fish for money yet. I don't know. Leave in the comments if you guys think this is all my fault and like being an amateur over here. But I just can't believe, like, this shows how childish and immature and like not ready for this responsibility Rich is. Like, he bought a drink and they don't have food or a place to live. Why? They haven't even been on the street for 24 hours, so you can't even tell me that they're stressed and that they've been struggling. They haven't done anything. They've barely fished, and Rich now has the persuasion skill as well. I hope he can persuade the bartender to give him his money back because they literally have $1 to their name. So Rich needs to go over there and talk about this with Alicia. They need to figure out what their next step is because they're going to be hungry soon. They're not hungry now, but I know they're going to be hungry soon. I'm going to give Alicia the drink because Rich can see how stressed Alicia is and he doesn't want to fight about it. He's like, hey, it's not that serious. Have the drink. Alicia, you can see by the look on her face that she's like, it doesn't matter who has the drink. It's that you bought the stupid drink in the first place. But they don't really have time to fight and get in these squabbles because they need to get back to figuring out what their next step is. Hopefully this drink will make Alicia less hungry. I don't know. I've never tried that. But Alicia's going to ask him for reassurance because she's like, hey, we still have enough time where we can go back home. Is this something that you really want to do? And Rich is like, yes, like, we are married now. We can take care of ourselves. We don't need our parents to look after us. We can figure it out. And Rich says this is a good time for both of us to start figuring out where we're going to work. Like, let's start looking in our phones and see where we can find a job so we can have some work tomorrow. Clearly, this is Sims life. Do not try this at home, kids. Like, you won't. Well, maybe you will, but the likelihood of you finding a job the next day is very slim. So they're going to look and try to find jobs and figure out at least to have some steady income coming in. So let's look for a good option for Rich. Rich really wants to be in the business world, and lucky for him, he knows a friend of his dad's who's willing to help him out without telling his dad and hook him up with like a very low paying job starting at the bottom. Rich has not gone to college, so he does not get to advance to another level. He is starting directly at the bottom, and hopefully he does a good job as a mailroom tech and he hands everybody's mail out on time and sends it to everyone's proper desk cubicle, and hopefully that goes well for him. So Rich has a job. He will start tomorrow, and he's like, see, honey, like, things are already looking up. So you just relax and have a sip of your drink. I'm gonna run to the restroom and you just take it easy. And she's gonna have a sip of her drink, but she's not gonna take it easy. She's gonna find her own job because she is like, I need to make sure we are covered. We have to make a whole house, and we don't want to be living on the street that long, so we need to get this party started. Alicia pulls up the job site on her phone and she starts to scroll through, and she actually thinks that the social media career will probably be best for her. She says like she has some experience doing like a social media internship for like her family's church, and so she knows how to like get followers, and she thinks like this will be easier for her. And like she knows she's more comfortable talking to people online than in person at this stage in her life. So she feels like this will be a really good start for her. And they happen to just be hiring. So she's going to go get that job. And she's not going to start her work assignment yet because she just has to figure things out. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite her. But she's excited that she has a job. She's already happy. She feels a little bit better. And now when Rich is done with the restroom, they're going to go fishing again because, like I said, they need to find money to eat. And I'm just going to give you guys a little first person camera. Do you guys like the first person camera? I feel like I don't see it a lot in people's videos. I don't know if they feel like people don't want to see it or people just don't think to do first person camera, but I love to like see the area that they are in. This is Brindleton Bay still because they haven't left Brindleton Bay. So they are just out by the dock and they found a good fishing spot. Hopefully this spot, the fish aren't too advanced for them and they're able to just fish. But I thought this was like a super cute area. And she just saw a skunk. I didn't even know there were skunks in this game, but apparently she just saw a skunk. Whatever. That's not a big deal. Just do your little fishing, Alicia. And she is at level 2 for fishing, and here comes Rich. But it was up to me, I would make them fishermen or fisher people, and they would, because they already know how to do this, so they went fishing as kids, so I would make them fisher people, but I'm gonna let them follow their dreams and see how that works out. Rich has come back from the restroom and he is feeling confident. He has this new job. Alicia's telling him about how she found a social media job and he's like, see, I knew we could do it. We just have to put one foot in front of the other. So even though she's stuck on this stinky skunk, she at least isn't worried about what's gonna happen with the money for the week. And it looks like they're finding fish, and which is good because it's starting to get dark. This has been the longest day ever. I feel like they've done so much and so much has happened, and it's still day one. They haven't even gotten to sleep, and it looks like they found another fish, which is worth a lot more money. Do you guys read the stuff about the fish like that pops up in their little notebooks? I generally don't, but let me know if you think I should, if that's like an asset to the game in general, like general gameplay, or it could be an asset to Rich and Alicia. And so they're doing pretty well. They just keep catching fish, and Alicia is starting to get hungry, but they're confident and happy. That's how I like to see my Sims, confident and happy. And this is a really long video actually, but I want to show you guys all of day one at least until they go to sleep. I feel like, there'll be episodes I'm sure where I'll do like multiple days, but you should see their like full experience for day one. And it's guys' night at the bar, which does not matter because they need to get food. They don't need any more drinks, so who cares that it's guys' night? But it's time for them to head over to the bar. And I'm gonna go over to the fridge and see what they can find to eat that they can make because they don't even know how to cook. They're used to their parents cooking. Their parents didn't really teach them how to cook. So they've seen people do it, but they're pretty much starting from zero. Oh, I need to sell the fish first. That's why I can't see any of the food. So let me just do that really quickly. So I sold all the food or the fish they caught, and now they have $55, which is really good. So they have some options that are level 1, and they should probably make a family portion, or yeah, a family portion because they both need to eat. And I guess there's no discount for them making a family portion. It's still like the same. So I guess they can make a garden salad or a grilled cheese, whichever they prefer. Rich is actually going to make some grilled cheese because that's what he wants. And I also feel like that's like a heavier food. It's kind of similar. It's kind of the same price as a garden salad, which is healthy, but they probably need something that's going to last a while. So let's give them some carbs. And I hope they can keep the leftovers in this fridge and come back to it. I don't know because it's not their fridge, but they're going to try it. Meanwhile, Alicia is steady catching fish, so good for her. So hopefully they can make a little more money, and Alicia will just keep fishing while Rich cooks the food. It's still really weird that this bar has this kitchen that is just out there. It's not like a kitchen that's tucked behind something or someplace that only the staff can use. Just a kitchen with a stove and a fridge that's just open to the general public. And this is base game, not base game, I'm sorry. This comes with the expansion pack, Cats and Dogs, but I'm saying like it's in game. I did not build this space, so I don't really know why they put this kitchen set up like that, but it'll work for Rich and Alicia. Rich has the ingredients, and I feel like he's very proud of himself. Like he's just like, I'm doing it. I'm on my own. I got my wife. We're making some money from these fish. We're learning to cook. Like he's just proud of himself, and they have done so little. Like I can't imagine like what his confidence level is going to be like when they are successful, but I feel like maybe he'll be more humble. I don't know. Leave in the comments what you think Rich's evolution, when I say evolution, like his personality, like his maturity, like what you think it's gonna look, what the salt, yeah, he's gonna be like, oh, nobody saw that. What his personality is gonna be like when he is successful. And the same for Alicia. Like, let me know what you guys think their evolution will look like, especially after seeing their interactions this first episode and hearing like a little bit about their backstory. I would love to hear what you guys think and like leave any suggestions. And the food is ready. So they are ready to have their first meal as a married couple. They're just gonna walk out this kitchen like this place even makes grilled cheese. Like he's just taking his plate and he's just gonna go sit out there by the bar, and hopefully the bartender isn't like, sir, we don't serve this here. It actually looks like the bartender is just arriving. So she's like, hey, I never seen this before. And Rich is like, yeah, this is a special meal. And it looks like there's a famous person here, Thorn Bailey. He really does look like a famous person. Somebody's over there passed out in the background, so he must be really famous. And Thorn Bailey's like, yeah, I would like a grilled cheese. And the bartender's like, I will see what I can do. Meanwhile, Alicia is grabbing a serving as well. While she walks over, I'm going to try to put this grilled cheese in the fridge so they can so it doesn't spoil and they have it for later, and it actually looks like I can't do that at all. I guess the game knows that this is not their home fridge, so they are going to have to take this food with them. And Alicia sees this big crowd, so she's just gonna sit in the cut and kind of get out of the way. And Rich is trying to be in the mix. He's trying to socialize, but it's actually kind of frustrating him that there are famous people here. He feels like he can't really network and get to know people because they're all focused on Thorn Bailey right now. And he's trying to even meet Thorn Bailey, and like all the famous people are kind of being pretty standoffish. So he's a little frustrated. Like he's happy that things are going well for them right now, and that he's even like in a space to be around people, and that he's like in a warm roof, under a warm roof. But he's a little frustrated by the fame and the antics, and it also looks like he is getting a little tired. So it may actually be time to find where they're gonna sleep. They could nap on that bench, but only one of them could nap on that bench. And I'm just looking around because this bar had a stove and a fridge, so who knows what else is in here, but clearly there's only restrooms and places to wash their hands. So I might need to move them to another location to see where they can sleep. Like magic, they are here at Club Calico, which is a spot that Rich's dad actually took him to when he was very young. And Rich kind of remembered that it was kind of boring and it kind of seemed like an old people's lounge. Like it didn't seem like, I guess it seemed a little country clubbish. Like it didn't seem like a fun lounge. So he thought maybe, like this is a lounge where people like sit and talk more than they listen to music. And I think there's a pool here too. And so they are actually going to sleep here. It looks pretty quiet. Doesn't look like a lot of people are here. So he brought Alicia here. And it's good because Alicia's exhausted. Like, she's walking, like, she cannot do anymore. I think it's from catching all those fish. So they're just gonna sit down and take naps because there's no bed. They can't fully sleep through the night. They're gonna end up waking up, but they're gonna relax now and try to get some sleep. Rich is a little angry because he didn't think this all the way through. Like, he didn't think through the details of like where they would sleep. And even though he found this great spot, which I actually think it's good that he remembered this, he is a little frustrated with himself and like not planning this out properly and like getting them a bed. At least he could have brought like a tent with him or something, and now they have to like find money to buy a tent or to like build walls to get a roof. But Alicia is trying to get some sleep, and Rich is just sitting here eating some of his food, thinking about the day. And it looks like Alicia couldn't actually sleep there. Maybe it's because music's playing, so I might have to move her somewhere else. It also says that she's taking a disco nap. I don't, leave in the comments if you know what a disco nap is. I have no clue what that is. I've never done the like dance trait or someone who likes to dance. I forgot what it's called. So maybe that's affecting her ability to nap, but she needs to get some sleep because they have to go to work tomorrow. It's their first day at their new jobs, so they have to get it together. So hopefully I can find a place for her to get some rest. And I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it does have a little different feel to it than Jacob's LP. So let me know what you guys think about this Rags to Riches story and about me doing different LPs. But of course, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Like, if you have friends that play The Sims, please share with them. Follow me on Twitter because I post little tidbits about like what I'm working on and my other households. Anyway, it looks like Alicia has found a nice place to sleep where there's like a nice cross breeze. It's like not too warm, not too hot. And so we're gonna let them get some rest. I'm symptomistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. And we will see you guys another day. Bye.